Today is day 25 and I am exhausted right now. You could probably tell by my eyes, but I'm working the closing shift right now and I'm struggling to stay awake. So I wanted to make this video because I do actually have a lot of things to talk about. So I think we just jump right into it. So today I went to the gym. I finally went to the gym back-to-back days after like months, and this is a win, but I don't want to get too comfortable with this idea, and I need to know that there's a lot more days of going to start seeing progress. But I'm happy and content that I was able to get myself to start going to the gym. And a big motivator for me is that the swimming pool is actually really nice, and it was really fun to learn a little bit about swimming. And you know backtracking a little bit, I went with someone that was very knowledgeable about training overall in both swimming and lifting, and he literally started swimming 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if you're going to watch this, but I appreciate you for today. And I learned a lot, and that's the beautiful thing, is that these past 2 days of going to the gym, I haven't gone alone, and I've been learning a lot of what I can do to be better, and also share this knowledge that I've gained about training. And all this that I'm talking about is to live a healthier lifestyle. And I want to be stronger. I want to be a little bit more defined. I want to have strength. And, all this is going to help me with my running. It's going to help me with my marathon in 5.5 months. So I'm very excited. And, I want to go tomorrow. I want to go the day after. And so I want to keep on going and really utilize the swimming, especially. It's become something that I didn't think I would be a fan of, but I'm really enjoying it. So I literally bought a swim cap because my hair is a little long, and goggles because my eyes were actually suffering earlier from the chlorine that was getting in my eyes. So it was like struggling to keep them open. So if I, well, I bought the stuff for the swimming to help me because I know I want to actually get better at swimming, so it's something that I want to keep on doing. And so, I have all these thoughts with, I guess, my physical health. And it's because I do really believe that if I take care of myself physically, it'll help me mentally in other aspects of my life, and, put me in a state of being more disciplined and focused and having that drive to actually get things done. So it's definitely something that I want to continue and prioritize. With school starting in a week, I'm going to figure out a routine that works for me and really just try to make the most out of my time. But now that I mentioned time, I wanted to talk about how I saw this video. It was a TikTok of this person saying that you need to stop thinking about time. And I put some thought into it, and it kind of makes sense. So I'm going to try my best to explain it. But basically, the whole premise of what they were saying was that you need to stop thinking about time and really focus on the now. Because if you worry too much about how much time you've wasted, you're continuing to waste time thinking about it. Or if you worry too much in the future, too ahead in time, you start thinking about how things aren't right now or how they could be better. And so this whole idea of not thinking about time, it's very hard to do because, for example, I'm a very future oriented person, so I like to look ahead a lot. And it kind of helps me think of what goals I want to make, but it could be very distracting and you could sometimes even forget about the present moment and right now. So it's definitely something that I want to put more thought into, but it's just something that I wanted to throw in here and talk about because it's such a, I guess, simple thing to think about, but it's also not a common thing to think about. Like, you're not necessarily thinking, hey, stop worrying about the future or stop worrying about the past. And so, you don't want to get stuck in your head thinking about time because time is always going to keep on going and it doesn't wait for anyone. And, I've been saying this a lot about worrying about the future causing fear, and then living in fear causes you not to be able to live your life, but you want to be able to live your life. So the only way you could really live your life is living in the present moment. So I know I'm rambling, but everything is connected to where if you stop worrying so much about time, you're going to create more time. And that's probably the best way I could explain it. So I know, a little confusing, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I literally have an hour left of work, so I'm gonna be here and I'm probably gonna journal. But programming wise, I made a little bit of progress. I thought of an idea, and so the whole premise is that I want to make like a planner, and it's a planner more tailored to me to like help better organize my days and figure out what I want to do at a certain time and just make like a schedule for myself. So I gotta brainstorm more and figure that out and see what I want to do. But definitely got the ideas rolling. And so what I'm probably gonna do for the rest of the work is listening to like some focusing music, deep focus music, and journal and kind of start planning out just by writing and then thinking of how I can or how I want this planner website to look like. So it's definitely something that I want to work on, and I need to figure out how to balance out working out a lot, going to school, and also running, because that's its own separate thing to me. And then also working on these projects myself. So, but that's what I want. These are the things that I want to do, and there are going to be days where I don't want to do these things, but I know it's going to benefit me, and these are things that I actually enjoy. So, just like these videos. So, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. So, if you're still watching, I want to say that I appreciate you so much. And yeah, if you have any questions or want to talk about something in the comments, please do. If you're still watching, I want to say that you are loved and that you have a nice night. Good night.